Salut! I am illustrating another Harry Potter chapter in this video. I will put the name of the chapter on the screen. And it's Book 1, Chapter 4. The part of the story I chose to illustrate is the scene where Hagrid gives Harry his birthday cake. They are still on the cabin in the sea, so it's the part where Harry learns he is a wizard. I made a sketch of it on one of my sketchbooks. It's more of a doodle, but it shows the poses that I wanted for the piece, and the scale between Harry and Hagrid. Because he's supposed to be gigantic, and later in the story you find out he's actually part giant, so I did want him to look big. And I wanted to make the chocolate cake visible too. Then I started with the drawing on the mixed media paper, trying to translate the doodle into the drawing and still keep the essence of the doodle. I spent more time on the structure of the characters and the details, working on the expression and the hands. And after I got a decent look, I started painting. I am using egg tempera from Sennelier, starting with the background color. It's supposed to be nighttime at this time, so I went with a blue for the back. I add painting in a watercolor way, not adding too much pigment at the moment. I just wanted to build the colors and the values slowly. And at first I really liked the contrast between the blue and the warm tones in the characters. But I don't think I did a good job maintaining the look at the end. I just feel like it looked better in the early stages. Oh well. After I get the browns that I like, I start gradually making them darker. I will leave the letters on the chocolate cake for later. And I worked on getting the main colors on Harry and rendering his hair a bit. I like this watercolor-ish look at the moment. The details of Hagrid's face are done using a smaller brush, adding darker tones to bring definition on the face. And like the rest of the illustration, it's done gradually. The hands are done gradually in the same way. I am adding cast shadows to show the form using more opaque paint on both the hands and the face. Here I tried a bit of redder color on the cheeks, and then I moved on to the beard. For the color and hair texture, I built it by dabbing the paint on with the brush, and then I start darkening the fur coat, adding a lot of pigment at once. Then I realized I should build it gradually like the other parts of the illustration. So you can see that I started adding darker brown using more water than pigment. I use a smaller brush for the hair details around Hagrid's face. The rest is just building that color on the coat. It's a big shape, so it takes me a while. I just lay down a coat of paint, let it dry, and then add more. And I want to give it a fading effect towards the bottom of the coat. For some reason I was doing the smaller hair details on other parts of the fur coat, when I should have gone with a bigger brush first and then added these details later. It was a bit of a waste of time, but sometimes you just feel like painting something even if it doesn't make sense. Also, I want the lighting to be backlit. So I'm keeping the edges in the white of the paper. I also darkened the blues in the back. And I tried to make some fur and hair details using the negative space of the backlit light. I hope it makes sense. It's hard to explain it properly in English. Or in any other language, probably. Since his coat is made of fur, I think the dabbing technique works well. Also, having different values on the coat, I think it helps make it look like fur. At this stage, with the darkened background, I feel like maybe it was too much dark values. I think this is why I preferred the look from the beginning. Next time, I should be more careful of the values of the entire painting. I also repainted Hagrid's right arm. I just wasn't sure of the arm position. And I tried to bring back the effect of backlit on that area using the white tempera on top. I really tried adding small details on his beard and smaller hair on his head too. Just trying to emphasize the texture on the backlit area. And moving on to the beard here. I wanted to show his smile under all the beard, so I was using black and dark brown to show the shadow shapes that his beard would make as he was smiling, and adding a slightly lighter brown overall to portray the bushiness. His lapel is also made of fur, so I tried to do small details on it and also to make it an uneven shape. Still trying to bring some light back on the arm I had to repaint. Just using opaque paint on it. Adding more darker values on his right arm and adding small fur details on it too. And some highlights for the hand as well. And here's how it looks in the end. I repainted his arm again. I just had a lot of trouble getting that to look correct in my eyes. Overall, it's not one of my favorite paintings I've done, but I do like how Harry turned out. Although you only see his back, I think he came out really cute and teeny, holding his cake, especially in comparison to Hagrid's massive silhouette. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.